Hello everyone, nice to meet you again. Following the scale of the last lesson, let's learn about data collection at this time. This time, we will learn how to collect data. There are many ways to get the data. These data are divided into two types. The first piece of data that researchers collect is primary data. Primary data means the data collected directly by the researcher. It can be collected by the researcher through direct observation or by questionnaire. Primary data is designed to fit the study and has the advantage of being able to explain the research most accurately. But it takes a lot of time and money to get primary data. Next is the secondary data. Secondary data refers to the primary data collected by other people or research institutes. For example, a document, a database, a journal, manual, and the like can be given as an example. Secondary data, it is relatively less costly and time-consuming than primary data, but it is not easy to obtain accurate data that fits the study. However, the researcher can get an inspiration for primary data through secondary data. The contents to learn at this time are about how to obtain primary data. These methods can be classified into two types, observation and survey. Since we mainly collect data from surveys and analyze them, we should understand only the concept of observation. Observations are a way for researchers to directly collect and analyze respondents' behaviors and responses. This is also referred to as field study because the researcher goes directly to the experiment site and collects the data. Because observers from the field collect data directly, observers can find the answers and collect data even if there is no specific answer. It is especially useful when researching the behavior of animals or measuring the results of certain experiments. Despite this good advantage, the observation method is time-consuming and costly. This limits the number of samples that can be observed. The following is the survey method. It is a collection of data that is used extensively, so we should be familiar with it. The survey method is used to conduct surveys on a population or to conduct surveys on a sample. However, since population surveys are often impossible, statistical surveys targeting the population are extremely rare. The advantages of the survey method are as follows. First, if there is a will of the researcher, it is possible to survey a large sample. The larger the sample, the closer it is to the population. Therefore, researchers who are desirous of research will try to enlarge the sample. Second, even if the researcher conducts a large sample survey, it saves a lot of time and money compared to the observation method. This is natural. This is because there is an optimized survey tool for data collection. Third, it is very easy to quantify the collected data, because all data is collected in numbers. There are various advantages, but there are disadvantages. First, the response rate is often low. You will also have an answer to the questionnaire. Did you do your best with all your heart and soul as if the survey was yours? That's why. Second, it is difficult for all respondents to understand and at the same time to make a questionnaire suitable for research purpose. Third, you cannot completely exclude untrue answers, and you cannot ask complicated questions to respondents. Think carefully. Respondents are likely to think that it is annoying to respond to the questionnaire. So when they are asked complex questions, they naturally come up with unfaithful answers. But researchers cannot just ask easy questions to them. In the end, the researcher must make the questionnaire properly for good research results. The role of the investigator is also very important in the questionnaire process. Now let's look at the types of survey methods. The first is interpersonal interviewing. It is a method by which the researcher meets the respondent directly, reads the question, and assists the respondent. Of course, the response rate is high and complex questions are possible. However, it is difficult to target large specimens because they are expensive. The second is a telephone interview. It is a method of collecting data by calling the respondent. Low cost, but it is difficult to use various materials. It is often used during the election period because it is easy to contact specimens. The third is the mail survey. It is a way to exchange questionnaires and respondents by mail. Faxing is also available. This method is not used much recently. The fourth is an electronic interview. It is a way to gather answers through the questionnaire on the internet. Naturally, the cost is low. It also has the great advantage of automating the collection and analysis of data. But, of course, the response rate is low and only in the internet environment. You might have done a lot. Many portal sites and internet media offer free electronic questionnaires and data collection. So far, we have learned how to collect data. Next time we will study how to sample. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions in the process of studying on YouTube, please feel free to ask me. You can leave a comment, email, or visit my homepage. Thank you.